How to keep your emails out of the spam folder. Hi, this is Tim. Welcome to All Affiliate Cash. With a constant bombardment of spam into every email inbox on the planet, email hosting services have been implementing more and more methods to try to keep their users' inbox clean. I've been using email lists to market ebooks and other items on the internet since 2015, and I've seen the systems evolve over those years to become more and more challenging to use. Open rates and being thrown into the spam folder have been all over the map, with technologies evolving to protect the subscriber and to keep his email inbox clean. Keeping up with all these changes can be a challenge. This video is designed to help you with some of the most common issues and keep your emails out of your subscribers' spam folders. The challenge as an online marketer is you want to get your users to read your emails, as this is how you provide added benefit to them after they give you their email address. You are also going to try to sell them stuff via email as well, so this relationship with your customer becomes your most challenging action as a business. We will talk about the spam problem in the context of your sending domain's reputation and how you can keep your reputation solid while still sending out offers to your list. Here are some of the things you need to do to preserve your email reputation. First, on the technical side, your email autoresponder needs to allow you to send email as you from your professional email account on your own domain. Do not use a Gmail account or a Hotmail account as the sender. This will immediately put you in reputation jail. You will need to make sure your sending domain has the following TXT records defined as well: an SPF record, a DKIM record, and a DMARC record are all necessary. These are the little technical pieces that assure the email services that the email came from you and is authorized. Without these records defined in your domain's DNS, the email could be spoofed and the spammer is just pretending to be you. You can see if your domain has these records at whatsmydns.net. Work with your domain provider to create these DNS records in the proper format, but they all need to be defined. Don't let your domain provider tell you any different. All three of these need to be defined for your domain, and there are likely going to be additional safeguards for the technical aspect of your email delivery in the future. This is a continually evolving process. The more challenging part is actually next. Each of the email providers has their own unique method for catching spam and for managing the reputation of the domain. There are global blacklists and gray lists, and if you get placed on them because people who received your emails reported them as spam, you need to get off these lists, and this can be a real challenge. A Google search for email blacklist will show you how to check for your domain's current condition, as well as let you know the method for getting off this list. I've actually abandoned domains that hit this list in the past, as even getting off the official lists did not improve my delivery and open rates. So you definitely don't want to be sending unsolicited email to people and find that you have been placed on a domain blacklist. Unscrupulous solo ad email list providers can cause this to happen. So if someone is offering you a guaranteed double opt-in solo ad email list, be very cautious. This is how I ended up killing the reputation of one of my domains several years ago. Anyway, back to the domain reputation you can control. The email service providers pay attention to how their customers interact with your emails. Let's think of the reputation as a score between 0 and 100. Though this is an imaginary system, as all the reputation systems are proprietary and very secret. We will assume that your domain starts with a score of 50. You are neutral in the eyes of the email service provider because you have no history with them. You want your emails to be opened by your customers, and you want them to interact with them. If they delete them without opening them, this is bad. You lose points. If they ever file them in their spam folder manually, this is really bad. You lose lots of points. Maybe you're down to 30 now. If they open the email, you get points. If they keep it open for a long time, which tells the provider they read your email, this is good. You gain points. If they click a link in your email, you gain more points. If they forward your email to someone else, you gain even more points. If they reply to your email, woohoo, you are getting more and more points. Clearly, if you are above 50, your emails are good, and the provider will not scrutinize them as hard. If you are below 50, now you are likely going in the spam folder, assuming you are actually still being delivered at all. If you stick around the 50-point mark, your emails are neither considered good or bad, and now the keywords the provider looks for might make the difference between going in the spam folder or not. What keywords? This is highly speculative and a secret, but we do know that spammers out there are using brands and words like Netflix, PayPal, and Facebook in their email subjects to get you to open their spam, mostly in attempts to steal your identity or passwords. Pay attention to what you are getting in your spam folder and don't use any of those words in your emails. Recently, I've been receiving one that looks like it came from Facebook and talks about shutting down my page. It's well done, but it's clearly a scam. I sent several of these to my spam folder manually, and now they're going there automatically. This is exactly what happens, so you don't want your real emails to ever be tagged as spam. If your email address is in your customer's address book, you get points. If your customer has taken measures with their provider to actually whitelist you, you get points. All the major email services actually have whitelist steps their customers can take, though getting them to take these can be difficult. Once these two things have happened, your chances of getting put in the spam folder go way down. If you end up in the spam folder and your customer moves you back to their inbox, out of their spam folder, this is a really good thing. Major points. Now, there's some controversy over list maintenance in the industry because your reputation can be impacted by emails that don't get opened at all. So if you have people on your list who are not interacting with your emails, that is, they are just deleting them without opening them or just letting them pile up in their inbox, this will damage your reputation, and some experts on email delivery will tell you to delete them. My experience is this does not change the deliverability of your emails as much as some might think. If these people have ever interacted in a positive way with your emails, then they are likely not hurting your reputation as much as the experts predict they will. Remember, no one knows exactly how the providers deal with any of this. Everything is anecdotal, meaning it's observed from the outside by a third party, the experts, and they are making their best guess as to what's happening. There's another argument that layers on this one, and it's about single or double opt-in lists. There's one camp that says the double opt-in list is of higher value than the single opt-in list, and your reputation and therefore future delivery rates will be better with double opt-in. The fact that only 15% of your single opt-in visitors will double opt-in should not bother you, because those people are not going to open your emails anyway, and so they will hurt your reputation. I have only tested this once with two lists that had 5,000 users on them. The first was a single opt-in list, and the second, a supposedly higher quality double opt-in list. Turns out that over the following year, sending the same email each week to both lists, the open and interaction rates were statistically identical. There was not enough of a difference week to week, month to month, or overall to make any claims one way or another. The only thing I knew for certain was that I had missed out on more than 25,000 people who could have been on my list had I been using single opt-in on the double opt-in list. Based on the sales I did make, that little experiment, based on the recommendation of experts, cost me plenty. You can guess what I do now. Yes, single opt-in. So the email management recommendation to delete people from your list who do not interact with your emails may simply reduce the number of people who have the opportunity to interact with you when they do see an email title from you that engages them, and really may not have that positive an impact on your reputation to make up for the missed opportunity. It can be difficult to take this recommendation in any case, but my philosophy is I will keep sending them emails on a regular basis until they unsubscribe or die. You'll need to make up your own mind and decision on this one. There is one thing I do recommend, and I've said it in another video, and that's to delete anyone who unsubscribes from your list. I do this once a month with a reminder on my calendar. It only takes a few seconds at Aweber to do this for each of my lists. Why? 2 reasons. First is I don't want to pay for them. For large lists, there can be tens of thousands of names over time, and this can step you up to a higher monthly fee, paying for these names that don't get your emails anyway. The second is so they can get back on your list if they want to. You cannot legally turn them back on, that is, resubscribe them. And if you rely on them to use your email subscription management link to turn themselves back on, that will never happen. Did you even know that link exists within your email autoresponder so people can manage their own status on your list? Neither do your subscribers. So why delete them? So they can opt in again when they see your offer through your regular opt-in page and they realize how stupid they were for unsubscribing in the first place. Delete them. If they want back in, they can go through your opt-in page again. Now, there's another bucket you can end up in on some platforms that's not quite the inbox and not quite the spam folder. Gmail has recently added something they call the Promotions tab. If you're using the web-based client, this is a little more problematic. It seems they put every email from a mailing list into this bucket regardless of the reputation of the domain or any whitelist conditionings on the Gmail side. I'm not sure how I feel about this one, but I'm also not sure how to get out of that special inbox on Gmail. If we go back to the domain reputation and look for things we can control, getting your customers to open your emails is one of them. Make sure you always identify yourself as the sender. Don't send from no reply addresses or admin or other worthless names. It can be tempting to use an address like support, but we found that these will not have the same open rates as your name. I use tim@allaffiliatecash.com for all my current email lists, and yes, it's really me when people reply. This has resulted in a very good open rate on all my campaigns, and this same pattern exists through the lists I've been running since 2015. Make sure the subjects are interesting but not spammy. You've just won. It's not a good title. That will be flagged for sure by the providers, and when that gets deleted because they know they haven't really won anything, it's likely a double whammy on your reputation score. People seem to like questions and lists in titles at the moment, so a title like, "What would you do if this happened to your business?" or "The top 3 ways to keep hair feeling smooth and silky." Of course, it should go without saying that the topic needs to be in line with your actual email messaging and should be in your niche. Do not try to use any of the techniques that the emails in your spam folders use, and just like we reverse engineer marketing messages, ads, and sales funnels, you should reverse engineer marketing emails as well. What's going to your spam folder, and what emails intrigue you and make you open them? Learn from your own emails and use those same techniques in your emails to your list. In addition, stop selling in every email. Yes, stop selling to your list in every email. You need to add value to your list by sending them emails that educate and entertain them, as well as those that sell. A combination of fresh emails that they want to read will help them open the sales letters that you want them to read. Just think about your own habits and preferences and use those when you send content to your list. Recently, a new feature of email clients has been available for notifications that allows you to control what is seen in the preview portion of your email client and often in the pop-up notice that can show up on your computer if you enable notifications. This is called a message pre-header. And if your autoresponder editor supports this, you should experiment with it and see how well it works for you. These pre-header messages can be very helpful to let your reader know more about what's in your email than just the title and increase your open rates. This pre-header doesn't actually appear in the body of the email, only in the preview in the email client or notification system. If you don't include it, then the first string of characters in your email will show in this space instead. This is typically just your hello message and isn't all that interesting. Again, be real. Don't entice them to open with something that's not true, or you may be dropped in the spam folder manually by your subscribers, which is the kiss of death. There are a few other things inside the content of your emails that can also be the kiss of death. Link shorteners, such as bit.ly, are often used by spammers to hide the fact that they are not really Amazon and they are not sending you to their scam site. They are sending you to their scam site. Don't use them. If you have a link in your email to your affiliate sales page directly, this can also cause problems as these links are clearly sales links. And if they are known affiliate sites like ClickBank or Digistore24, this will lower your reputation score. The right way to get people to your sales page from within your email is with an auto redirect link on your own domain. I have another video that shows how to do that in ClickFunnels, but any website or funnel builder will have a way to do this. You can send them to your domain link, which redirects in 1 or 2 seconds to the actual sales pages. If you have a link that shows one domain in the visible text and a different domain underneath as the link itself, this is also a red flag. People will sometimes do this to hide their affiliate or tracking tags that make a link look really ugly. This can be bad because the provider is triggered that you are hiding something in your link. Again, check the content against what the spammers are sending out for those emails already in your spam folder, and just steer clear of the same message and techniques that they are using. Because you want your readers to interact with your emails once they've opened them, be sure to always include a call to action to have them forward it to someone else, reply, follow a link, maybe fill out a survey to win something. Anything above board to get them to interact will raise that reputation score. So in summary, make sure you are technically set up correctly in the DNS. Make sure your content is engaging and not spammy. Keep your titles intriguing while still being honest. Mix up value and sales content in your email chain, and encourage your subscribers to interact with your emails. If you can follow these guidelines, you will have a higher open rate and more success with your email lists. Well, that's it for today. Please like, follow, subscribe, and otherwise stay in touch. Your comments on the content of this video are more than welcome. Until next time, life is good.